Beautiful ignited souls, we are ready for a new creation. Okay, ignited souls, we are just catching up on a couple points where we are going to further explore how the sacrifice template has locked us into thinking white is right and had not given much of an insight on how one can maneuver from left to right. Have we been duped? Are we just lost, or can we really find some answers? Yeah, so we have, okay, yet to look at, so adding these together, people, you can see 11 plus 5 is 7. But if we add this all together, is 16, which forms the 1, which is ONE equals 16, right? Because by right, it's good. Someone did ask me actually, do we always have to add the 11? I sometimes add the 11 in a sense that I feel that I'm going to eventually get to have it in one concise number. And because I'm teaching, sometimes I do think of time, but 47 on the clock, which is 11. But 11, I am learning more and more to just add to leave 10 and 11 as whole. Working out 11 in its glad rags, as I like to say, as you can see here, does come to 6 and 7 in the end. So we still end up with the same numerical result. Hence, it is important to know thyself, and for self discovery, one needs to get out of the sack and to discover themselves as the Christ, or number 5, which is key. The challenge, however, is to realize who you are, that you are in number 2, and how to find your route that you can maneuver and travel over onto the right, which is light. For this reason, you need to value your resources as you possess the first letter of the alphabet, and it actually is in the middle of everyone's heart, HEART. You also possess the first letter L that commands creation into being. It is the I in the word white that you're feeling is needed to be able to have sense of identity. That's what we call mirror. It only requires that you step out to realize yourself. You cannot see yourself in yourself, and this is why it is important to step out. So within, so without, and so you can familiarize yourself with the other side. So how do you get out of the sack? This is where intuition, synchronicity, and numerology comes in. So if you want to see the full pattern of something, leave your 10s and your 11s whole. Oh, but I have been guided that way to actually look at the intricacies of even doing the numerical value for the not. So then we understand the foundation of not, for instance, not, how you come from something to nothing. Okay. So 1 is actually, and here we have 7. 1 plus 6 is 7. But remember the level of creativity. This is why the universe is expanding, is that 1 here again, we could take 16 again and do the same thing and keep repeating, because 1 now actually has another 1. It actually gives us another 16, and 6 actually gives us another 16. 16 and 16, 32. Okay, but then that goes on. Okay, so which is 32, which is where Jesus was. So Jesus is showing himself as 1 because he is able to show you 16 as 1. Jesus is able to show 16, both 1 and 6 is 16 plus 16 equals 32. This is how Jesus is 32. Okay. But it'd be interesting when they say that the second coming of Jesus, isn't that Judas coming? Isn't that Judas making his presence felt in the newness? He dies because everything comes back, doesn't it? This is the time of Judas we are moving into. I'm saying that boldly because the numbers don't lie. Judas is 10. But then he of course, we have seen how 10 transforms into 11. We've seen this. We've seen how 10, we have seen how 10, which is TEN, we are talking about the word, and perhaps that's why we are always being advocated to pay attention to the word, which is 255, which is 12. Then he comes with his other 12. Remember, let there be light. So let there be light equals 12. And there was light, another 12. So 12, 1 plus 2 is 3, and 3 is 11. So this is how Judas is probably saying, I want to break free. Okay, all right. I know I can do better than that. But anyway, I won't bother. When you just try too hard. Now, so we have these letters here come to 15. So that also tells us with all this here, as if we are already set in 15. There's 51 on the clock. Oh, we already set in 15. And so this reminds me that to say we already set, and I'm seeing in 15 and there's 51 on the clock. We are just role playing, people. We are just in this mirror. It's this mirror. It happens to me so often. So anyway, and I'm talking about new 3 5's 15 right here. 3 5's 15. 1 plus 5 is 6. So here we see this here, 11 and here, gives us 15 letters which coincide with this new column, the middle. So it's saying no matter what's on the left, no matter what's on the right, we have to go back into the right and left as well. Oh, no matter what's on the left and right, they have to come together. Whenever they come together, they are going to form something new, which is 15. But there's always the representation of what is. Of course, 15 plus 50 is 30. Again, we are speaking about 3. Okay, now let's see the letters that are in blue. So we have new 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So if they weren't in blue, that means, or even if they're in blue, that is also saying to us we must always be planting 10. 10 is what you plant. 10 is what I have just done. I'm doing this. I hadn't done this before in this way because I realized that some of my things had a little discrepancy somewhere. So here we are, 10. 10 is 12. This is where you are now building your, going back to number 3, which is going to give you another 11, and the cycle goes on. But this is reminding me right now about in my second volume where I kept seeing, and I wrote it. This is the thing I wrote. And I hadn't done this yet, but I was doing automatic writing and I could see cycles on top of cycles. So I went into the basement. The basement is your lower chakra. I went into the basement and I saw books. I saw books begin with B as well and K. So you can see people here. Book, BOOK. So you are the book. When they tell you you cannot read or write, is because you already that. But you need to break. You need to build. You need to burn. You need to bury. You need to born. Be born. 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 Where's N? You are all the bees. You are, and that is why you have been conditioned as the bees to perform acts of like being in a colony, and and all of those things, dying to save the queen. So find out who the queen is that you are dying to save. Cry me queen. Okay, I am that reminds me, I need to check where I am on here. CRIMEY. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Change your name if you have to. And ensure that you are reverberating these characters so you can see what you need to see. So queen is a QUEEN. That's why the queen is so powerful. QUEEN. That's really so. The queen is here. Is here. Wow, that is something. Queen Elizabeth, for instance, but she has the T and the B here, so she's all right. She's all right. That's what you want to be doing. Be all right. Yeah. Queen Elizabeth II. But there's change your name if you have to. I did. Although, come to think of it, I did this consciously, and I actually embarked on the same numerical value that the name I previously had was changed from. And perhaps I needed to do that to bite in small or have smaller bites so I could understand myself, because it's like having a big plate of food and you just think, oh, you can devour all that at one time. Like someone says, how did the mice eat the elephant? A bite at a time. So you don't want to look at this big elephant and think, oh, I can't chew this. A bite at a time. It perhaps live 100 years and at the same, well, okay, so we see about 10, how powerful 10 is. 10 is actually free. And this is why you are always wanting to break free, but you need to learn how to break free. That's all you need to do. So, guess what they've done? They have you in jail. Now, let's look at jail. JAIL, which is 4. When you see 4 letters, that is a foundation. Again, you are only, this is a construct of being under development. But R is always something you could take on and on and on, because R bursts. Okay. And of course, you have the ill. Okay. So we have 3, 9, 1, 1. So this is 10, 13, 14. So you are in jail, meaning you have here 1 plus 4 is 5. It's like Mother Eve. That also says you have everything here, but you have not taken the time to, all you need to do is read and write. That's all you need to do. They've put you in jail, and they've actually put you in as a person. Well, you may not get treated like that, but the word person, people, police, that's why we have all these involved in jail, to do with jail. And they'll tell you what to believe as well. All this that Jesus kept telling you to believe. So you have to believe the lie, or whether you told a lie or whether they told a lie, but they have put you in jail, which is 5, which means that you are there. You're supposed to find the key, KEY, which equals 14 as well. Or they have put you there to find your mother, because that's why most people cry out for their mother, which is Eve, also equals 14. When they're in jail, the first thing is calling on Eve, whether it's in mom or whatever. Mom is like MOM, which is 14. Yeah, mom is 14. Yes, that's 464. when we were doing white, there was a lot of the 464, 64, 646. Do watch the videos, people. Do watch the videos. So so another 6 would be another mom, double mom. Okay, so it's 14, and so that's why you are put in jail. They use the same vibration, people. They use this to there's a pattern that we need to know. Once you begin to learn numerology, you will see the pattern. There's an hour on the clock, so I'll have to cut down this video. So, and so let's mom, and then in America, then you have the orange, ARANGE, which they give you, which is the test as well, which is 691575. This is 17, which 17 and 27 and 33. So this is where they have sent you to die like Jesus at 33. And to form your new Genesis, or a new person or a new people, all of that is free, is 33, which is denoting the word Michael as well. So if you have that word Michael, be mindful, Michael, okay, that you don't go and get another double free, because you have to break all those frees and sing I want to break free, all of those. So and free, of course, free again gives you 1 as in the word three, and this is why in the word three also is the word, because that's why they use all the same numerical values or a pattern, because they know what is here, what is there is free, which also equals 1111. Okay, I have done a lot on the word there. Please watch the videos, you will be amazed. Okay, so left. So we have seen, I just did this brainstorm. We see, of course, with all we have said, because they're right, they can borrow the T to exercise fret, another T, fight, another T, light, because it's the light is L again. Everything is being borrowed from here to get light. Now, I'm just saying here that I believe the 1 to 3 here is actually your inner core, the spiritual aspect, the that which you are, but to be realized, to get the although this is a set here, this is set, but we have to see the intelligence of how that setting was. It is set in 3, you could say here, because again, this is what we're talking about, Jesus Christ, about the sacrifice and all the Christian teachings that we have had. So, so it's important that I'm trying to get my trail of thought here. So left, so we had fight, we have light, all the T's are here, and we have if they wanted to hire, I don't know why I've got higher here. Higher is on this side, here is going into the new, but tight, and we have seen the word tie. So as we see is that all the resources here, it just reminds me I'm sorry, the thought that comes to mind here is like a tree. You can use the tree, it gives you fruits, it gives you the most resourceful tree that I have come across is the palm tree, the coconut. That has to be one of the most resourceful tree that I know of. And this is why you have to, of course, break the we say break the coconut. It's white inside, it's got water, it has the flesh inside, it goes through the stages. As you may know, you may get coconut oil. You will be able to identify with what I'm saying here. Coconut is in like in everything. Then we have we used to, I knew about this, the husk of the coconut. With they sort of shed it like they did with cotton, and form mattresses with it. Use some part of it to form brooms to sweep, to build a shed with the branches, the husk or the stem, whether it was burned to use, I think, is that the only one, of course, but they would chop it to do the step. So it's like you could go use the tree itself, climb the tree to go to the heavens and look onto the earth. So there is so much resources that the coconut, the palm tree is used for. That's of course you drink the water. It's the most vital. The Chinese have done that now. They bottle or they package the coconut water. This is what we are saying. There's every aspect, everything I can think about the coconut tree is used. Apart from the roots, I have not known what it is used for, but it holds the soil together. Let's put it that way. So that is what again that I find that is so important we get to understand who we are. So talking about coconuts, coconut, Nut. So there is more higher. The coconut. So you have the coconut. You have all of that hair, yeah? Just the old hair, which is nothing. Yeah, so you are that, but you need to break the shell of the husk of the shell of the coconut. That needs to be broken for you to find yourself, or find something, find the nutrition, find the for that which you are going to eat. That's what it is. So I draw on this here as an analogy to let you know you have all the resources in you to do whatever it is you need to do to create, to be the word created. This is the created God here. So to do that, okay. Now, let's go back to hair. So, yeah, I would say that you could use things for the coconut to tie. Everything you need hair is there. So, of course, by the breaking, one would be mindful of how you break something. But there we see the fright. So we need to learn how to deal with those aspects of fighting, the light, the fright, the threat, and so on. And of course, a lot of hiring is being done. This is the thing we need to see: who's hiring who, tight, who's being tight, and who's tying who, and who's burning. And B, again, say B, U, we've done burn, I think BORN here. So the language has been constructed in a way that requires you to be right, to ignite the power within you, because you have the power. Remember, we had 5 here, and the word power, POWER, equals 5, which is of 5 letters as well. So, oh, this is so delicious. Isn't that delicious, people? Isn't it just? Come on. Now, come on, people, and share the videos, like and subscribe to this channel. Even if I won't be doing any more numerology for now, but remember, there are hundreds of videos on here that you can actually find so much gem, jewels, and wisdom in there. Okay, so the word believe as well. Let's see, B. So B again. You need to break that B here. And B-E-L-L here. Jesus went here, and it's I-E-V. Where is V? V-E. So belief kind of spread a bit. Now, there was something very crucial again I wanted to check or to give in black and white. Let's just do it here quickly. BLACK, because I really want to give you a balance. BAHITE, a balance presentation of what is. IS is 10. Okay, so I had covered a lot about in videos about heat, about lack, and so on. And yes, these things may stir a bit of emotion, but you need the emotion to drive you into being the serpent that you are to discover yourself. Now, so when we had that, we also saw the AI that is being. Can you see what's happening here, people? You can create. This is the what's the term for it? Like the uterus. Okay. So it's saying that you can create here. This is where 1 plus 9, like 1 plus 9 come together. This is what AI intelligence is doing, because actually artificial equals 7, intelligence equals 7. People, this is the new serpent that is being presented to us. This is what I wanted to show you. And there is like 1111 on the clock as well. So this is what I wanted to show. Now we are on this reset. This is another Judas is going to be replanted and have there's a crucifixion. Who's being crucified? That's another thing. All this death of 2020 that we have seen. And don't forget, 20 is 2, or actually 4. So there is a lot happening that's going to happen. The 20 in glad rags is like is serving as a season, signs and season as a season. So death is actually going to, I would say, for the next, for 2020 to 20, I do say 2020 but let's say 2024 is going to really be a full cycle. A full cycle, which is where Mother Eve said, let us make man in our image. So this is going from 8. So this is going to form another 8, like 8 8. Okay. The point I wanted to make here, so we have seen that, of course, this 11 here has in this form. If you call yourself white, that means your access only reaches it, not only compared to white, but it reaches here. T, it's WHITE, but you don't reach here for the A. This one here, this one, you are aware that you need one. So actually, you have made yourself look like a 1 as I, because I actually is 1. EYE is 8, like, and which, let's see, 8. Okay, it's 8, but let's say I equals 9. 9 is which is 9 here. And then we have A equals 1. So you have actually mimic each other in some way, because you want to look like you know each other, which is AI intelligence. This is 7 7. This is where 7 looks like 7. But here we see in numerical value, 1 plus 9 is 10. 10 equals 3. We go back to 3. Now, why 3 gives you 2 as 11 gives you 3, like we know. This is why you have to break 3, which equals 11. In actual fact, it's always hiding 1. It's like really planting 1, which you are not able to see. This is the one that gets planted again, and it goes, you plant 1 again. Okay, so if you notice in the amount of letters here is 5 letters. Basically, if we had to compare, there's another 3 being buried, something to that effect. Let's not confuse you too much here. So I think you get it. What I wanted to say here is that this in the sacrifice template, sacrifice, because everything, this is what has not been really has not been shown to you in this light, light. It has not been shown to you in this light, because then those who are playing the role here as Jesus, the great teacher, don't want you to know that they have access to you through A here, A in this column. So A is actually positioned in this column here, which is also 1, because this is 1, 1. But it's giving you, it's like saying 1 plus 1 is 2. So it's like taking on that image in the sacrifice is another route of being able to be here. So having the fake A. So it's like having a fake A here. Remember we said fake is 14, also fate is 14. So I feel that this is enough on that part here, and also here. Let me see what else that I want to say now. Okay, so just to be able to, have I said anything? I'm going to ask, is there anything else that I really need to elaborate on this part here in the black and white? I think I've done a lot on numerology in other videos. We have seen it as heat and lack and so on. We have seen WE, so it's like saying we heat it, or I heat it, or we, there's that here. But here it's like lack or ack, if we wanted to use the sound, or back, BACK. So you can see back is left behind, it's left and right. So another thing I think I wanted to say here, so the word left is felt, for you to feel. And so this is what we were talking about. I hope you get this, which is here as well. So this is why we are telling, we tell our story. We want to tell our story. We let, but this is where we say, let us out, let us, this is where you're saying let, but let, you are the letter here. You're being hate, but you become numb. You're also the numbers. So you are coming together to forming something here. Now, there's another thing I thought. So felt and girth. I just changed this here to see what you could do. So you have felt. You can also, when you transform, to feel joy. So you could say, I felt nice, I felt good, I felt growth, I felt inspired, I felt rejuvenated, I felt ignited. So we want to change the story, instead of I felt lack, or I felt deprived, or anything like that, or oppressed. We want to feel that we are also, as I say, ignited. So there's either two ways of doing this, that people stop, if you don't go through the depth of who you are to understand how to break it, to realize it, because it's about knowing who you are. So you need to break or burn or build or something to understand. And if you do not do that, then just don't call yourself black, because you'll all forever be oppressed by those who are right. And so, of course, I changed the letters round, and we have girth. And girth is actually a word of success and joy, and all the nice things that we are wanting. So basically, we want to feel the joy. So by doing that, you are required to have both. And right, do understand that. Okay, that's why you get tired. Okay. Okay. So I feel that, talking about feel, I felt good that I was able to do this. I've done a lot on belief. I just feel that there is so much more that I could really share, but I have to. There's something about number 8 I'm going to share with you. So my life path number is 8. And there was the question when I was talking about, I wanted to understand it. I have underlined all of this in Genesis. It's eat and they eat. Something is telling me that there's so much more that I need to do. Okay, let's something is telling me about language. Yeah, I'll just do this because I am not intending to do numerology anymore. So I'm going to wipe this out and okay. So I had to eat, eat to understand. One of the things that happened, as I have mentioned, I saw a lot of correlations because I do tarot readings, and I saw a lot of correlations with people with the number 33 and its major changes. So it's like as I say, the word orange, but let's leave that here. Okay. So we saw, so they put you in prison. Prison is another word for planting. Prison is another, is actually 37, and which is supposed to be perfect for planting. But of course, 10 is free. And this is where you have this 3, which you must master the number 11 to break free. Okay, I just thought I'd give you this caduceus. So this is like a kundalini. Kundalini is actually 14 people, is actually 41, which is 5. So that's the 2 serpents. We have covered that in many things. So what I did, we have also done letters letters, which is numbers, numbers. I also did cancel things out like this and this to see what the numerical value is here for us, which shows. So I came up with, what was left was LET, 2 T's, NUM, Okay, let's just, but what I came up with was let's just look at us. Let us numb. Let us be numb. Okay, I'll just leave that. But it's let us be numb. So it's like something maybe in the 1 to 3 have come to let us be numb. It's like that's what I got, has been like an anchor. Okay. Or whoever, perhaps not to be able to feel, let us be numb, so that one does not feel, to say that I felt. Okay, let's do something here. Date of birth. So yeah, what I got from this is like, perhaps if you are going in numbers that you feel that you have not understand, but it's like you're always given a number. So if you're in jail, you are given a number, you are given numbers. But the essence of understanding your numbers when you are given a date of birth, so is that date is actually 412. Remember again, people, date has the 8 in it, which is also a fruit. So date in itself is telling you so much. Okay, so it's 125. So this is 8 and 4 is 12. 12. 12. When you are born, you are given a date. Everything is on at a date. So 12. And this is 6612, which is free. And here we have birth, which is 29928. Okay, so we have this is 20, this is 30. So 3. So this is also free, free. So you may see free, free, free. If you see free, 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 this is also telling you it's time of great change and you need to be creative. Ask yourself the question, what is it am I meant to die of or create? What am I meant to create? That's why the threes are very protective, but yet you have some work to do, people. 3 6s are 9. So there's I felt I wanted to share this. Let me just so it's the language. Language is key here. Language is key. I have done the fate dead, death, die. So I wanted to show this. DEADEATH, die. And people, I did a video on when, and the Bible tells you, love the Lord thy God. Remember, thy, THY, like this, is actually 17, which is God. Just like thy God. I learned this. I am just sharing some things I learned. These two have to come together to create 16, and so you are recreating. That's what Chinese is doing. Thy God. Love the Lord, thy. It's like a command. Love the Lord. Lord is 22. It's like saying, die, 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 die. Love. Love is 9, which is subdue. The is 6. Love the, which gives you 15. The Lord, thy. Lord is 22. 2, 2 is like the year 2020. 2020 is 8, 8. Okay, so let's just do that. I was going to do die, which is 9, 9, 18. So this is 9. This is 20, which is 2. And this is 14, which is 5. And we also have died. And he died. So what I'm trying to say, the book is a book of numerology, but you need two, like you need life and death, like you need the tree of knowledge and the tree of life, like you need opposites, negative and positive. You need to use both numbers and letters to get the essence of what is. And so this is 9 and 9, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. So the died is Aaron. We could call it Aaron because Aaron was 22. 8, for instance, we could call it Moses because Moses was 8. Or Abraham. This is what it was. So remember, Abraham was 8. And Abraham was about it, offering food to have to the angels. So there was food and they ate and they did eat. So these are things we need to think of. So here we could, I'm just doing this by, I hadn't done this before. So this is 4, this is 10, this is 13, 13, and 7, 13 and 7, This is 20. Here we are, people. 5. Yeah, I think I had this right. Let's see. 9, 10, 14. That's correct. So this is also showing Eve. The Eve of everything is dead. So isn't that when you are pronounced dead? That's when, like, Jesus was dead, or you have been pronounced. When you pronounce dead, then that's when you move into the other realm. Okay, so this is 5. So dead is giving you the key to life. Death is another expression here. So if we had to do this in another way of saying, well, what is 5, for instance? 5 is 6. What is 12? What is 2? Or let's put it 2. What is 2? 4. What is 9? 6. And what is 4? 6. Did we not come across another? Okay, so we have 3 sixes: 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. 2 plus 2 is 4. There's always a double. Okay, and 4, of course, is the seed of creation. So I think I wanted to, as I say, just leaving you on this, because a lot of people are talking about the mark of the beast. Remember that I've showed you about the AI. I think that's perhaps what is getting me to show you something more about AI. When we did A here, AI, the A is here. Okay, which is 19 and 19. So this is okay. And of course, AI together comes to 41, which is going to, AI is 14 because 7 and 7, artificial intelligence. But the AI, which is 1, 9, which equals 10. 10 equals, 10 equals 3 or 12, the 12 new 12 tribes of Israel. Okay, TEN, okay, is 12. Okay, so it's like again mirroring the whole story of Jesus. It would be interesting to see how Judas comes to life. On that note, please leave your comments, like and subscribe, and share, and stay ignited.